I tested this crazy sales technique on 100 customers. The results will shock you. Most of the sales trainers will tell you never take no for an answer. Keep pushing, keep convincing, and keep closing. But what if I told you I did the exact opposite and ended up closing 73% more deals in just 30 days? Sounds insane, right? I am Bharat Ogirala and I tested this counterintuitive technique on 100 real customers. And the results, honestly, even I was shocked. Stick with me because at the end, I'll be sharing the exact script that turned my biggest rejections into some of my fastest wins. I've been in sales for 22 years. I've trained thousands of people across IT, real estate, banking, edtech, you name it. And like everyone else, I believed success in sales was all about persistence, confidence, and never backing down. But few years ago, I stumbled upon a technique that flipped everything upside down. Instead of trying to convince people, I started to disqualify them. So I thought, let's test this. For the first 30 days, I used this anti sales approach with 100 different prospects across real estate, insurance, coaching, and B2B. I tracked every response, every meeting, and every dollar. And trust me, the results were mind blowing. Well, here is a disclaimer: you need to carefully choose which one would match your offering and the customer because a blanket approach will never work. Okay, getting into the topic. I call this as reverse psychology selling method. This is how I used it and the results. Step number one, start with doubt. Instead of saying, I've got the perfect solution for you, I'd say, look, before we continue, I need to be honest with you. Maybe we're not the right fit for each other. Step number two, lay down the rules. Set tough criteria. For example, we only work with companies that are ready to implement the change within the next 30 days with a budget of at least $15,000 and where the decision maker is directly involved. Step number three, give them the exit. Then give them the permission to walk away. For example, if any of these do not apply, no problem. We can end the call here and save time. Now, I know that sounds backwards, but that's exactly why it works. Let me give you some real examples of my students who use this method and their results. Rajesh is an insurance agent in Mumbai. His regular method was, sir, this policy will give you the best returns. Now, his new approach, sir, this policy gives you the highest returns, but it needs a 15-year commitment and 5,000 rupee investment every month, which is about 60,000 a year. Most people are not ready for that. Are you sure you want to continue? Customer leaned forward and said, actually, that's exactly what I want. The deal closed in just one meeting. If I have to give you one more example, one of my student Priya with the HR director in Bangalore, she was trying to sell a training package. The regular method is you'd say a training will transform your team. But what Priya said is here. Our program only works if your team attends all the 8 sessions and does their homework on time. Most don't. So is your team really committed? The HR director paused and said, we are definitely that committed. She signed up for the training program. The next example is, Suresh, one of my student, a discussion with an SME owner in Hyderabad. Usually, this is how he'd pitch. Our digital marketing services will get you more leads. Instead of that, Suresh told him this. This strategy needs you to create weekly videos and track every lead. Most owners don't follow through. Are you sure you want to commit? The SME owner admitted that he was not ready, but you know what? He actually referred a friend who was ready. So that was a win-win for Suresh. So the pattern, when we stopped convincing and started challenging, prospects began selling themselves. Now let's look at why does this method actually work? Here is why. Number one, scarcity. If you say that they may not qualify, suddenly they want it more. Second, no pressure. When you give people permission to walk away, they relax and open up about their real needs. Third, expert positioning. You stop looking desperate. Instead, you look like the expert with standards. The next is cultural trust. Most people respect straight talk. Being upfront about the downsides build instant trust. Qualifying versus convincing. You're not begging for business. You're choosing the right clients for you. See, it's like a nightclub with a bouncer. The harder it is to get in, the more people want to enter it. All right, the results time. So after 30 days of testing with the same number of prospects, we had 30% additional meetings booked, 16% additional deals closed, and average deal size went up from $5,000 to $9,500. And finally, the revenue shot up from $50,000 to $95,000. But the real shocker was not just the revenue. Clients implemented faster, objections almost disappeared, referrals shot up, and the sales cycles shrank from weeks to days. So before you try this, let me warn you, don't fake standards. People can smell it. Do not use this method on cold calls. It works best with warm and qualified leads. Don't be rude, but challenge them respectfully. And most importantly, if they don't qualify, actually walk away. That's where your credibility comes from. If you really want to try this, here is how I recommend. Week one, write down 3 to 4 non negotiable criteria for your dream client. Week two, practice the script with friends and colleagues until it feels natural. Week three, use it with 10 prospects and track the results. And in week four, refine and repeat. If you commit to this for 4 weeks, trust me, you will never go back to chasing clients again. So that's the anti sales technique that completely changed my numbers. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried something like this? Drop in your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember, top salespeople don't beg for clients. They set the rules and the right clients step up. If you would like to learn deeper and sharpen your sales skills, I am sharing my calendar link in the description below. Go ahead and set up some time for a one-on-one conversation. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy selling.